Welcome, everybody. This is going to be fun to just kind of have like a go through of oils that will be great for back to school stuff. So I'm going to share my screen and pull up this little PowerPoint that I made. Hang on. I've got to find it first of all. There we go. And then we'll just go through some stuff, and I will have this shared. I'll share the PowerPoint with anyone who wants to use it with their own customers or team, because there's lots of good images and recipes and that sort of thing. So let's just put this up and we'll just go through this. So I know that we're getting all of our things ready for back to school, and lots of people have been asking about what could be some good things to support their children. And so this is just some ideas, things that I do personally, things that I know my other friends do with their children as a daily thing, and also common things that come up when school is in session. So what we're going to talk about today is bedtime routines, how to invite peaceful sleep, and how to make the early morning wake up transition less traumatic for one and all. How to really support your child's immune system as they're going back to school and being exposed to lots of different germs and things. Different oils that can help support focus while at school and also doing homework. And then some oils to help with anxious feelings or feelings of stress that might be coming up in general with your kids, or as this transition back to school goes back in. And also for the parents who are going through this anxiety, maybe new school. My daughter's going to high school, so all things that we can use oils for to support ourselves. And then I found some really fun lunchbox treats and ideas that you can use oils, sneak the oils into your kids' food if you're into that kind of thing. And then there's a great recipe that I'm going to share for a do-it-yourself head lice spray. So let's jump in. Sleep is a big one, and really the earlier you can start like a bedtime routine for younger children as the new school year approaches, the better. So it's really good to have a routine. So knowing that like after dinner comes a bath, or comes a book, or comes, a massage. So having that same thing every night is really going to help with getting things on track leading up for like school. So it's really great to not have any screen time at least an hour before bed, just to help with settling down and having the mind be calm. Some really nice things to do is putting essential oils in the bathtub. So lavender, Roman chamomile, any of the good sleepy oils, frankincense, cedarwood, vetiver, just a drop or two in the bathtub are really nice. I also have seen a great little hint. So those Serenity Restful capsules that you can see in the image here, they're like a little gel cap, and you can actually pop a couple of those into the bathtub, and those are fun for the kids to squeeze and pop. Remember those little gel, froggies or fish that you could get when you were kids, like a little bath gel? So you can actually use those in the same way. So that's a really nice like routine to get into, like having a bath. If your child is older and doesn't want to have a bath after the shower or after a shower at night, have just like a really quick, as you're getting them ready for bed, 5-minute foot rub, spine rub with oils. It's a really nice way to just help calm everything down, a nice little routine to get into. You can also make a special roller blend for your child to put the oils on themselves before bed if they're not someone who's into having a massage from their parent. Turning a diffuser on in the bedroom about half an hour before bedtime with either Serenity. The blend is just a really easy, beautiful blend. It has all of the good sleepy oils. It smells amazing. It's very relaxing. And that's the oil along with those complex capsules that doTERRA did like a double-blind, double crossover clinical trial, and it really, really helped with sleep stuff. So you can create different combinations for the diffuser or for a roller blend, but really applying oils at bedtime is going to help support a deep, restful sleep. So the bottom of the big toe is a really good place to put oils for sleep time. That's the reflexology point that's connected with the brain. So that's a good one to put your vetiver, serenity, or your special roller blend for sleeping. And so on the left here is a blend for sleep with lavender, vetiver, frankincense, and cedarwood in a roller bottle. So that's a good little recipe that you might want to try out. So here are some other ideas, all oils that support a good night's sleep. Lavender, cedarwood, vetiver, marjoram, Roman chamomile, bergamot, wild orange, balance, frankincense, patchouli, sandalwood, and of course the serenity blend. So because our bodies are made up really differently and the oils are so complex, you know, all of these oils might work for you or for your child, but you also might want to kind of pay attention and try out a few different combinations and really find out what works for you, because the chemistry of the oils and the chemistry of our bodies don't create the same results in everybody, because we are all so different. So there's lots of different recipes and ideas out there, but you'll see the same oils come up as general good ones for sleep. So after a good night's sleep, it can still be hard to wake up a sleepy child in the morning. So a couple of good ideas are having a diffuser running, sneaking into their room about half an hour before you want them to wake up, and putting in some good, nice, uplifting and energizing oils. So peppermint is great, lemon is great, wild orange, lime, breathe. Rosemary is a really good one for helping with waking up in the morning. And there's a blend called Elevation, which is the joyful blend. So any of these would be great, popped in the diffuser. You might also have that going, in the living room or the kitchen, so that when a grumpy somebody comes downstairs or into the kitchen for breakfast, you've already got that burst of happy oils ready for them to be inhaling. So another idea is, if they're going to shower in the morning, you could put a couple of drops of essential oil on the floor of the shower, so that when they turn the shower on, they're getting this really great aromatic experience. For little children, it's hard to get them up. You could have like a nice little warm washcloth that you've put a drop or two of like peppermint. Be careful with getting that near the eyes. Rosemary, and then just kind of have them wake up and hold the cloth over their face, or you could kind of put it on the back of their neck, and that would be a really gentle, nice way to help wake up in the morning. And if you know that your child has a really hard time waking up, then maybe, as well as a nice sleepy time blend by their bedside, you've also got a nice morning roller ball, so that they can wake up, put that on, take an inhale, and help them get up and going. And here are some nice blends for morning wake up. I'll post these slides so that you can see them in the Live Oils group as well, but just some different combinations that are really good for energizing in the morning. Okay, so once your child is up and dressed, hopefully, and ready for breakfast and getting ready for school, a really huge part of using your oils daily is having them out and having a routine attached to them, so that you remember to use them. So we keep a lot of these things in the kitchen. So while I'm making lunches, kids are getting their hair brushed, getting their bags ready, they're coming and getting, we have a bowl out on the kitchen counter with the PB Assist, that's the kids' probiotics. So my kids have those every day. The truck going past. And they love them. They actually would take more than one a day if I let them. So those are a really key thing, to have a healthy gut. 85% of our immune system is held within our gut. So keeping that healthy and active, and having children take probiotics, is a really key part of being healthy. So we have those in a little bowl, and the kids have those at breakfast time. doTERRA also make a really good chewable multivitamin. I will say my kids don't love it as much as the probiotics. It's not quite as fun, but they taste yummy. They're watermelon flavor. They don't have any sugars or artificial colors or anything yucky in them. So I really trust that they're a good chewable multivitamin. There's also an omega-3 fish oil, which is orange flavored. So it's a liquid. I will admit my children do not like to take it just straight up in a spoon, but it's a good one to sneak into smoothies or other things that want a little bit of orange flavor. So that's a good one to try out as well. And it's really important for kids' brain health to have a really good omega-3. And so every morning before school, my kids put On Guard on. This has been huge. In the last 2 years, I cannot even tell you how amazing our health is because we have the On Guard on every day and are not catching other people's sickness. So I have it in a roller ball. They just put it on actually to the neck or the soles of the feet every single day, like On Guard. It totally saves us during sick season and during the school year. So I cannot even keep enough On Guard in all of its variety in my house and in my car and in my bag and in my bathroom. So you'll see all the different products here, and whatever way you choose to be using On Guard, just be using it daily because it really is incredible. And I can't even begin to tell you how many stories have come back to me from people having an incredible experience over a winter where they normally get sick with On Guard. And so there's a woman, a scientific researcher at Johns Hopkins University. I heard her speak last year at the doTERRA convention, and her elderly mother was normally hospitalized every single winter with pneumonia. And this one year she didn't get sick at all. And so the daughter, the researcher, was like, "Mum, what are you doing?" And the mother was like, "Oh, this sweet little girl at church gave me a bottle of On Guard." And she was like, "On Guard? What is On Guard?" So she takes the bottle, she takes it back to her lab at Johns Hopkins, and she tested it against every bacteria that she could get her hands on, and On Guard killed every bacteria. So it's a very powerful combination of clove, cinnamon bark, wild orange, eucalyptus, and rosemary. I think that's it. So you can see from the left to the right, we'll go through these things. There's little beadlets, which is 1/4 of a drop of On Guard in a little teeny gel capsule. So you could swallow one of those a day, a couple of those. If you were starting to feel like you were coming down sick with something, you could take those more often. Then there's the protective throat drops, which are really great if you want to suck on a lozenge, if you have a sore throat, if you feel like you're coming down with something. Those are also sugar-free, so great to give the kids to suck on something if they're unwell. Then the On Guard cleaning concentrate. I think you can make 28 spray bottles out of that one $14 bottle of On Guard cleaning concentrate. So it's really great to make a multi-surface cleaner that's going to, sanitize your kitchen counters. You can really clean whatever you want with that. You can make a hand sanitizer with your On Guard and some aloe gel or a spray. I even will just get my kids to rub On Guard on the ends of their fingers. If we've been out in public and I don't have my hand sanitizer with me, but I've got my oils, I'll just get them to drop some on and rub their hands. The big sort of bottle in the middle of this screen, of this image, is the foaming hand wash soap, which I really like. And so you can just get a pump bottle either from doTERRA or a plain glass pump bottle, put that in, and then you've got a foaming soap, which is great. You've got On Guard toothpaste, and I don't know what those little sachets are that I'm looking at. Sanitizing wipes. I don't actually even know about those, but I want them. On Guard toothpaste, we love it, we use it. I buy the little tiny sample ones for when I'm traveling, if we're going on, just taking carry-on on a plane and I want my On Guard toothpaste with me. So my kids like that. It's not too strong. It's kind of clove and cinnamony, and it's really nice. So we use all of these things in our house. And, whether you like to use your On Guard in a roller or in the actual oil, for me, I put it on my skin just fine with the oil, but it is quite strong and tingly. So definitely dilute for children, or put it on the soles of their feet where it's not going to irritate their skin, because it's quite hot with the cinnamon and cloves. It's quite a hot oil. So we use this every day as a preventative. And if somebody was starting to come down with something, we would up our dose, or maybe we would take the lozenges or the caps, that sort of thing. So it is amazing. So as a little morning routine, and remembering like you've got to use your oils and have them out so that you remember to use them. I put the oils that I want to put on my kids daily right where I'll see them in the morning, because if they're like in a nice little box upstairs in my bedroom, I'm not going to remember to put them on the kids. So we have some on the kitchen counter for when they're getting ready for school. You could maybe put them right by where the kids keep their school bags or that sort of thing, depending on what works for your family. So every day my kids are getting On Guard, and then I'm also giving them something, and it's different for each of them, for their own emotional support. So some good ones to put on the wrists in the morning, and if your child likes to wear jewelry, like having a leather cuff or a necklace, something made of any kind of beads that are porous, so wood beads, stone, lava beads are really great to put on the wrist and roll your bracelet in, or put a drop on the bead or on the leather, and then that scent will stay there for probably 6+ hours. When you put the oils directly onto your skin, they absorb, but you don't smell for too long. So if you wanted to have your child be able to inhale the scent throughout the day, they could just inhale from their wrists, then have a look at making or getting some sort of diffuser jewelry. So Balance is a really great blend that is good to support emotional kind of grounding and calming. Wild Orange is great for anxiety, uplifting, like kind of a sad or grumpy mood. In Tune is a blend that's great for focus. So I'm going to show you a bit more about these in a minute, but those are some really good ones to put on in the morning. But also, it's fun to experiment and see what works for your child or what they respond well to. So also in the morning, we spray our hair for lice with a little spray that we've made. And I also really like to have my kids put frankincense on every day. So frankincense is, known as the king of oils. It's one of the most powerful, amazing oils that we have. It helps with so many things, including healthy cellular regrowth, reducing inflammation, grounding, helping support healthy brain function and memory. It helps with immune boosting, and it heightens the effect of the other oils that you're using. As well as all of those things, to me, I feel like it's a really beautiful spiritual oil. And so I like to have it on the third eye of my kids every morning, because I feel like I'm sending them out into the world and they're getting this beautiful kind of protection right here. So I like to get that on them every day, along with the On Guard. So I mentioned In Tune, and this is a really great oil blend to help with focus, and also really help to ground like a hyperactive child. So this would be a good one for supporting ADHD or ADD, because of the patchouli is a really great one to support that sort of thing. It really helps with focus and paying attention. It is a strong smelling oil because of the patchouli, and so a lot of kids might be like, ew, I don't like it. And then you can remember to use this on the bottom of their feet where they're not really going to smell it. And by using the soles of the feet as a point of entry, it actually really works very quickly, because we have the largest amount of pores on the soles of our feet and the most nerve endings. So it's able to be absorbed into the bloodstream and work on a cellular level very quickly. So just have them roll it on the soles of their feet, and that might be fun, and just a nice way to kind of have like a little minute to tickle or massage the feet if this is a smell that they don't necessarily like. So for a lot of children, anxiety with a new transition, or just anxiety in general around school, Wild Orange can help to support that. As well, my probably second favorite recommendation for anxiety would be the Balance blend, which is a really nice woodsy tree kind of smelling grounding blend. And as you can see, they can be used for all sorts of different things. And really great combined as well. So these would be good ones to put, you know, on the back of the neck, on the wrists, have them take a deep inhale before going to school. Really good ones to be putting on any sort of diffuser bracelets or jewelry that they might be able to smell throughout the day. If their school would be open or if the child would be open, these would be good ones to have in a rollerball that they can carry with them and apply like at lunchtime or during the day, of course, depending on the child and whether you think that that would work for them or not. And then, you know, there's so many great blends for all different reasons. I've just covered a couple of really basics, but there's some really great emotional blends in a pre-diluted rollerball, so really easy for kids to apply. The Peace blend is a nice one for feeling calm and less stressed. Motivate is probably a really good one to get teenagers to put on their way to school. In tune again, and having Peppermint on hand for like focus or staying alert during a test has actually been proven to really help with test results. So Peppermint is a great one to remember to use as well. So if you haven't yet discovered these awesome pre-diluted rollerballs, you can get the entire emotional aromatherapy set in rollers. Awesome for kids because it takes away them wasting your oils by dropping too many drops out, and it's just nice and easy to use them, and you know that they're diluted so they're not going to be tingly or burny to the skin. So you can get the 6 different emotional blends that are really great, and then you can get a lot of the basics in a rollerball. So On Guard, frankincense, oregano, breathe, deep blue, peppermint, digestion, lavender, and melaleuca are all available in these rollerballs, and I love them. They're so great. So we use a lot of the rollerballs. So I do love learning new little treats that I can make with essential oils. I like to just slip them in there whenever I can. And on the left here, this is a great idea that I heard of a while ago. So if you want to give your kid sliced apples in their school lunch, but they go brown and then the kids don't eat them, and you come home with this lovely organic apple that you lovingly bought and they lovingly wasted it. If you put a drop of On Guard in a bowl of water, slice up the apples, chuck the apple slices in the bowl of water for a few minutes while you're getting other things ready, then take the apple slices out and you can put them in a container for your child and they won't go brown. And they've also got kind of like a little cinnamony taste to them, and you're boosting their immune system at the same time. So it's win-win. And then there's a couple of fun recipes for using essential oils in popcorn. So I'll post these slides so that you have the recipes there, but that's a really great way to get some yummy immune boosting oils into your child, and popcorn is so much fun. So there is a link here, and again, I will post all of these things in the Live Oils group, but you can go to the doTERRA blog and find a whole slew of recipes of different fun, healthy treats and snacks that you can use oils in. So muffins, dips, smoothies, granola bars, these little power bites or bliss balls that are just so healthy and yummy. My kids absolutely love when I make these, and there's no sugar in them. They're all just whole yummy ingredients that you can put a drop of wild orange or a drop of peppermint or a drop of something yummy and just kind of make them a little bit extra special. So there's a few different blends out there that you can use to repel lice. So melaleuca, clove, rosemary, even the Terra Shield blend are all awesome, and you could put them in a spray bottle with distilled water and just spritz your kids as they're running out the door. I have to say that at our school we have had like a lice epidemic for quite some time, and since we've been using oils, like nobody has caught lice, and we have had it many times in our house. So even if you can't even deal with making a spray, you could just drop a drop of one of these oils like onto the crown or the back of the neck and really help. Just using oils in general you will notice like not as many bugs are attracted to your child. So this is a really good thing to make and spritz your kids with before going to school or before going to camp or any sort of activity where there's going to be lots of kids touching heads. It's kind of making me itchy just thinking about it. And then here's a picture of one of my little oil fairies. She loves to use her oils. She carries actually all of my kids carry one of these little keychains. You can get them, I think I have one right here to show you. You can get them from Aroma Tools if you want like fun, different colors. You can also get them from your doTERRA account. It's not in here. If you just want black or purple. And then you fill up all these little teeny weeny bottles. They're this little size with your own oils or with the oils that you know your child wants. You can actually even get little teeny weeny roller balls to go into these so that your child can like roll it on. And so my kids clip these to their backpacks, and it's really cute because a couple of times I've had a call from the school office saying, you know, Yindi's in here with a sore tummy, and I'm like, oh, can you remind her to go and get her Digestin and rub a drop of that in, and it works. So having that tool there in their bag is amazing. And you know, of course, our whole school is diffusing On Guard now, and the school office have got a couple of basics that they will use if kids come in sick. But to have my own kids feel empowered to use these themselves and to have a little set with them, it's really awesome. And so if we are having a crazy rushed last minute morning and I didn't get oils on them, I can say quickly put those on while we're driving to school, like get out your oil bag and put your oils on. So it's very cute. I have had a few reports back from the teacher that my daughter here has been applying or offering oils to a friend when they got their feelings hurt or were, you know, sad for some reason. So it's a really great way to be able to empower our children to take care of their emotional well-being as well as physical needs by turning to something that works and something that is natural. So I'm really, really so grateful that I have these oils in my life and that I can be teaching my kids healthy ways to support themselves now. So that is the last slide, and I hope you enjoyed and got some ideas, and I will post all of these things for you guys to click on and use as you need to, and sending you lots of love and good vibes for the back to school craziness that is upon us. So I'm going to stop recording and open up to any questions.